The presentation you're about to review is a Tampa City Council meeting where we made public comments. In Tampa, Florida, there was a mass shooting in Ybor City, which is a business district. 2 people were killed and at least 16 were injured. The purpose of this meeting was to talk about responses to what shocked the entire city of Tampa. When we got an opportunity to speak, we spoke on best practices in terms of violent intervention from around the country, including Baltimore, New York, New Jersey, St. Louis, California, all over the map. We looked at the worst of the worst in terms of 25 different states to try to find what were the best practices and lessons learned from those, and how do we tailor that to put together a strategy for the city of Tampa. What we do know and what is consistent is that when you create strategies in which the right streets are part of the solution to the problem, then you get the greatest return on your investment of money. So I'm going to come back on the other end of this video, but I think at the end of this video, by the way, is one of those approaches, best practice approaches. It's called Safe Street Model. But again, there's over about 20 different types of models that we've looked at. We're just looking at this model right here for this presentation. So let me go on the other side and then let you hear the thoughts we had related to this ongoing senseless killing. And by the way, I think what is unique about this program is that it's not connected to the police department in any way. The whole idea of this safety center is that it's created by people from street creds, and they become the intermediator to try to diffuse any beef that could arise to and eventually someone getting shot, stabbed, or hurt.
All right, before we go to Mr. Randolph, here's a suggestion to council. After Mr. Randolph speaks, he's virtual. We take a quick recess to get the 30 people that are downstairs, according to my legislative aide. 5 or 6 want to speak. We take that public comment. We open item 60. There was a request at this because it's people from the United States government. We hear that hearing, and then we go to lunch. Okay, and when we come back from lunch, we kick it off with the chief of police, who was at a police memorial event, and we'll be here and we'll continue this discussion. So at this time, Mr. Randolph, if you're on line, if you'd like to speak, you have 3 minutes, sir. Please say your name.
Thank you very much. My name is Michael Randolph, and I'm with West Tampa CDC. I want to start off by sending my prayers out to the victims of the incident that happened in Ybor City. I also want to praise those heroes that participate in helping those victims. I specifically want to thank the civilians that showed that Tampa is best by jumping in and doing what they did. But the fact of the matter is that the incident that happened in Ybor City is not isolated. According to the FBI, since 2020, the number of guns and violence has gone up. In fact, in 2020, the FBI reported that we saw the largest number of guns purchased in the nation. Also in 2020, according to the CDC, we saw the largest number of people killed by gun violence. There are approaches that we can use throughout the United States to stop this sense of murder. One is called Safe Street. This Safe Street model looks at finding individuals from the streets that have street cred. They've been on the dark side, now they're on the right side. These individuals intervene and stop violence in the neighborhood. For example, a person will call in and say, Johnny and Billy is in a beat. I know it's going to lead to a bad thing. This person doesn't want to call the police because of the so-called split policy, but they will call this company. What these people do in turn is go out that deep between those two individuals before it escalates. They act as mediators. They train in violent prevention. They also train in terms of mental health. The other thing they do is they actually walk the streets and begin to talk to people on the streets to provide those people with the necessary services. What's important about this is that they're respected in the hood. So people who respect them in terms of putting down that gun, they do a lot of outreach. I want to thank our councilwoman. First, she attended one of our meetings. She saw what's going around the nation in terms of violent intervention from Chicago to New York. On November 20th, we plan to do another follow-up meeting to talk about how do we stop the violence, and more importantly, what's being done around the country. We need to not blame parents. That young guy that was killed in Evo City, 14, Chris Paul lost 2 kids. It's not him. It's the addiction of the streets. Let us solve the problem in the streets. We're going to continue to have this sense of violence. Thank you so much and have a great day.